My name is Coach Joe Wachs. I am a full-time online fitness coach and business coach, ex-bodybuilder, and now my main time just goes fully focused, invest into others to get them in the best shape of their life. I currently do all my training online. I do not train in person. I would love to. I think it's very beneficial, but I think that we can still get clients the most optimal results with having a game plan and accountability online instead of in person. I have been with Bucked Up. I think we were going on 4 months. It has been an awesome 4 months. I'm very grateful for the team. It's been an amazing experience and I'm super stoked for the future. That's a hard question. If I had to choose one Bucked Up product, I would have to say protein. And the reason I'm gonna say protein is because if we're talking mass market for all the people in the world, most of the population does not consume enough protein. So if we're talking that's gonna benefit people for the best results, I think people are gonna need some buck feed to incorporate that into their lifestyle. Otherwise, they're not gonna reach their fitness goals. And that would be a disservice on my part as a coach. As a coach, what my philosophy is, sustainability and doing whatever it takes. Because when most people want to get results, and if someone's looking to change their life, it has to be sustainable. You know, it's like the plan changes you, not me. So we have to build something sustainable and incorporate it to their schedule based on their preferences, what they love. Because if they can't sustainably follow it, they're not going to change their life. They're not going to build the habits. They're not going to form the lifestyle they truly want so they can walk into their true potential. So without sustainability, it is setting yourself up for failure. Measuring results when it comes to clients, I'm a science nerd. I like to track all data. I don't like guessing, I like knowing. So that's why we track steps, calorie intake, sleep, nutrition, we go over blood work, optimize health and hormones. So every single aspect of your journey and anything that controls your physiological look that goes into your progress is what I control. So that way we hit it right on the bullseye. We don't got to worry about not getting the results we deserve. I work with a lot of clients that do have health issues, but that's totally fine. Like Hashimoto's, thyroid disease, a bunch of different things along this nature. That's not the thing that stops us. The thing that stops people from leveling up and getting the next level is consistency. A lot of people think that when they go off plan once or twice a week that it's not going to affect them, but the longer you're perfect, the more your body's gonna understand what's going on and the better your body's gonna respond like a machine. So if anything's gonna kill you and your fitness goals and keeping you not from reaching your true potential, it's a consistency issue. Yeah. I come from the bodybuilding background and transitioning now to being a full-time coach. Obviously, you want to be the best bodybuilder in the world. And in order to achieve that, you have to sacrifice your entire life. And I did that for so many years, but I also worked so hard for so many years to build the life I wanted to be living. So then I was living the life I've dreamt of, but then my business started slacking because bodybuilding takes over. So if you're not all in on one goal, you're never gonna get to that next level where you're trying to shoot for. So whatever you do, you have to become obsessed. But I chose to change my passion into helping others because it was more rewarding. I can see others win. And if I can live my best life and also live through them, I'm gonna be happy regardless because I'm serving the kingdom. The reason I love that I did all this, because it's made me a better coach. I coach a lot of pro athletes, different backgrounds, people that want to become pro athletes. I have to know exactly how they're feeling during those times to get like disgustingly lean where it hurts and it's unhealthy. And bodybuilding's awesome. Is it the healthiest thing in the world? No. But is it super cool and fun to try to do and reach your full potential? Absolutely. And is it worth it to do at least once and see what you're capable of? 100%. But I like having that experience and trying everything under the sun, knowing exactly who does what, where goes why, so that I can just make it that much easier for other people to succeed because I know exactly how they're feeling at that moment. Fad diets, I've never been a fan of because most fad diets, huge on restriction. I'm not a big guy on restriction. I'm big on sustainability like we talked about earlier. So it never lasts, but like when it comes to a fad diet, if we're talking like low carb diet, that kind of is what dieting can get to if you're in bodybuilding because We're going to have to keep pulling and pulling because we have a deadline. So we have to go through that. But the only time I've ever used a fad diet was keto. I had to get shredded in like 30 days for a crazy photo shoot. It wasn't fun. It works, but if you're not mentally strong enough and you don't know how to come out of it, it is going to set you up for the worst 3 to 6 months after of your entire life. So I don't recommend it. So if you're looking to work with a coach, what green flags should you look for? Number one is going to be results. You know, a lot of people say they can do certain things, but who's out there consistently promoting client wins? Who's new people? You see new people constantly just keep winning and winning. This like, gosh, this guy just so good at what he does. You know, it's like, we want to work with that guy. We don't want to work with people that post the same people over and over. That's fine. But what I'm saying is people that deliver value. Because the only reason I would ever pay someone is if they're giving me so much value for free and I already implemented it and I saw results. I'm like, dang, what could this guy give me if I pay him X amount a month? I'm like, this guy's good. So if you're not getting tremendous amounts of value from someone online for free, then it's probably not going to be worth it to pay them as an actual coach. What has changed about my coaching style since I first started to now many years later? I would say structure for my athletes and my clients, because I work with lifestyle, competition prep, everything under the sun, but just really having systems in place, you know, like how to really start a client and propel them to success long term, and just being more sustainable with it and tracking more data. Because no matter who you are, if you start coaching, or even if you're an athlete, you just start anything in life, you're not going to have it all figured out. So there's going to be so much to learn. So you're going to fall on your face, you're going to mess up, you're going to look like a geek, but that's great because you're going to use all this time to learn and get better. And it's a time game. Anything you want to do in life, it's a time game. Who has the most reps? That's why if I can give you guys one piece of motivation, do whatever it takes every single day and be relentless and never quit and never stop, because the people who rest and stop, you will be ahead. Because it doesn't matter how talented you are, doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you stay focused and you keep going, you never quit, you just stay persistent forever, you will be the dog at the top that continues to win. I would say the supplements, because I have a basic supplement stack that I have all my clients get. The number one thing that is going to drive progress is having great gut health. And you know what we got for gut health? We got awesome digestive enzymes that I have every client take. So no matter what, if you don't even have money or anything to afford, Bucked Up has digestive enzymes. And if we can improve your gut health, we can improve the nutrient uptake, your fat loss, muscle building, because everything's going to be able to get absorbed better. But besides digestive enzymes, we need a good protein powder. We need BCAAs, which are the essential building blocks of proteins. So we definitely need those. And I would say a good pre-workout, because if you can get fired up, get the nootropics going in your head, you're dialed in, you're ready to attack and have a great workout. Whatever we need to do to get you in the gym and get you ready to rock is what we're going to take. So I think those 4 would be golden. Yeah, this is funny actually, because every time I think about it, it was so insane. So the funniest gym moment ever is whenever I'm going super hard in the gym, like prepping, dialed in on a goal. I mean, I would say I'm a pretty strong guy at times. So I was doing the whole stack on the cable row. And this was a newer gym. My buddy actually owned the gym. And I'm doing the whole row and I'm kind of going a little quick, you know, not too slow and controlled that set. And the whole cable snaps. And I flew backwards, like off this chair, a backflip, probably in there 3 feet, and my life flashed before my eyes. I even had a belt on, and I had Versa grips, so my arms were ripped into the cable, so the whole cable, my whole body did a backflip, and it was insane, but I love that. It's kind of a flex, because I never let go of the T-bar in my hand, but everyone was like, when it happened, it was insane, but thank the Lord I'm safe from that, for sure. I'm kind of sketched out now when I do cable rolls all the time. This is a very hard question. I would say, if we're talking, I don't necessarily care how I look, but if I want to do something, I'm going to train my legs, because if I train my legs, it'll boost my natural testosterone. This is why training legs is so important. I would do squats, because the endorphins that we get going, and it's like, I know you guys listening right now, you're like, squats, homie, cut me out, I'm not doing no squats, but heavy squats, because if we're just talking about a squat, I can accidentally do a lunge, you know, Bulgarian split squat. So think squats are the most vital exercise. They'll keep you healthy long-term if you do them properly. Thank you guys for having me. Bucked Up's the best, and we'll see you guys soon. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, do us a favor, support the brand, drop a like, leave a comment, tell us what you guys want to see next. If you want more of me, you don't want to see me anymore, let us know who you want us to bring in so that we can help you guys level up your life in all aspects. Turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a video. I will see you guys in the next one. I've been on YouTube since I was 11.